So this would be a note that was not issued at face value, and the particular type of note would be a zero interest bearing note. The first thing to know about zero interest bearing notes is that interest is involved. So, but how does this work? We're going to have to pay back $10,000. That's the face value of the note, but we're only going to receive a portion of it up front. We're going to receive $7,721.80. So the easiest way to start these out is, let's see, I don't think I put the dates. We'll just go 1/1/20. So we got cash. Okay, we're going to get cash of $7,721.80. We're going to have to pay back a note payable of $10,000 in 3 years. So what we're going to call this difference is the discount on notes payable. And that will be the difference between those two amounts, which is 278.20. So this discount is really reflects the amount of interest on the note, because you have not gotten the use of that money. You're going to have to pay back this amount, you only got that amount, the difference is the interest, even though it's a zero interest bearing note. So anyway, so how do we set this up? Well, we'll set up on, let's just say what happened on 1/1/20. We have a carrying value right now, and notice how this starts with the zero interest bearing. It's going to start at that 7,721.80. It's going to end up at the end of the note at the face value. So it's going to start at the cash you got, work its way up to the face value. All right, so that's all. Oh, and then we start out with the discount of 2,278.20. So that's what's happened so far. This, by the end of the note, is going to be down to zero. So this is going to be zero at the end, and this is going to be 10,000 at the end. And let's see how that happens. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is, we're not going to be paying, there's no cash going to be paid in between, but we will be having sort of our interest expense, and then we'll be amortizing some of the discount. So let's see how this works. They say that the implicit interest rate is 9%. That's the implied interest rate on this note. That will generally be given in the problems. So let's see what happens here at 12/31/20. We're going to make a journal entry at 12/31/20. Interest expense, we're going to take the 7,721.80, multiply it by 9%, and we're going to get 694.96. Okay, so that is also, that's going to be the interest expense. That's going to be the amount of discount that is amortized. Okay, now it may be redundant to do these twice, but I just want to make sure you know what's happening here. Because what's happening, this is the original discount, we're going to go minus what we've amortized so far, and there'll be a new balance to that discount of 1583. 1583. I guess I could at least make it so we can read it here. 1583.24. And all that is we started out with a discount of 2278. We just amortized 694 of it, and that's the new balance of the discount. Okay, now, since some of the discount has been amortized, the carrying value of the note is going to go up by the same amount. So you're going to be adding this to the carrying value. You can see where setting this up on Excel with formulas is just great. Okay, so the new value of the note will be 841676. So 841676. Started here, add that, get this. We started here, subtract that, and get this. Okay? So now we can do the journal entry at 12/31/20. So when we get to that point, we're gonna have, all that's gonna be involved there's no cash involved, nothing else has happened with the note. We're simply going to go interest expense, and we're gonna reduce the discount on notes payable. And it would be for that $694.96. All right, and let's just do the next year. Okay, let's do 12/31/21. We're just gonna have interest expense again, and we'll be crediting the discount on notes payable, and we just have to come up with the amount. So how are we gonna do that? Well, at 12/31/21, we're gonna do the same procedure, 9% times the carrying value. So 841676 times 9% gives us 757.51. That'll be our interest expense. That is also the amount of discount that we're amortizing. So with the discount, that's heading towards zero, so the 1583.24 minus that gives us a new balance of 825.73. The carrying value of the note is going up towards 10,000, so we're just gonna add that to it, and so our new carrying value is 9174.27. Okay, so we can, our journal entry would simply be that 757.51. Okay, and so I'll let you, see it, you work the third year for yourself. Usually the last amount of interest expense and discount is gonna be a plug to get it to zero because of rounding. But you can see it comes out to what, 25.73 for the third year. That gets this down to zero, and this ends up at 10,000. So when the note is paid off, it's simply gonna, you write the check for cash. The total discount will have been taken care of. The interest expense will have been recorded for all 3 years. And so you're just, you're going to be debiting your note payable and crediting cash for 10,000. So this is how your zero interest bearing notes are set up. And you just have to keep in mind that they're starting with the amount of cash you receive. That's the original carrying value. And as the discount is amortized, it will approach the face value. Okay? The discount by the end should be down to zero. Okay, so that's it for a zero interest bearing note.